Tyler Ramos. Tyler Ramos. Tyler Ramos. Tyler Ramos.
Here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll, hey. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On a roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go.
Test. What is going on, everybody? Hang on, guys. We got to redo that. I don't know what the heck that was all about. I'll be right back.
Here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll, hey. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On a roll, here we go, here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. I don't know what was going on with my audio there just a few seconds ago. Something weird happened. I don't know. I had to make a couple tweaks. Now we got it back, guys. What is going on? Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you guys for spending your time with us tonight. And guys, big news. Bitcoin is not dead. Bitcoin still has a pulse. Bitcoin is making moves to the upside. Well, now it's kind of making a move to the downside, but it's not over, guys. We obviously have some really big price action going on today, or at least it feels like big price action compared to what we've been used to the past few days or past few weeks or past month or so, or maybe even longer. We've basically been going sideways, and if you zoom out far enough, guys, we still are kind of going sideways. But if you're on those smaller time frames, if you're looking at that 4 hour, we did get a nice little move up back to the top of the range, which we've been talking about for quite some time, taking a look at those volume profiles and those ranges that it gives us. So we're going to be touching on the levels that we're at now, and more importantly, guys, where can this pump take us? And I guess more importantly than that, is this pump going to continue, or is it just a fake out before a big dump to the downside? We're going to be covering it all, guys. We're taking a look at Bitcoin. We're taking a look at some of those altcoins. You saw the title. I'm not trolling you. I'm not clickbaiting you. We're taking a look at those top 3 altcoins I have my eye on, and I'll give you guys a quick little hint. I'm going to give you more than 3. But we'll be taking a look at token metrics a little bit, see what they're bullish on, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at the charts, take a look at those altcoins. I'm going to take a look at the DXY as well, let you guys know kind of what I think is going to be happening at least this week. Thank God we got some price action, something to talk about, because if this didn't happen, guys, I probably would have been, I would have transitioned in on the show just snoring. But thank you for tuning in, CandleMafia. I appreciate every single one of you guys. And before we get started, guys, we got to go ahead and light that candle. You guys know we've been burning this white teak. Can't really see it. I know it's a little blown out in the light. We got this white teak woodwick candle. This is the Frankie Candles YouTube channel. We got to use the energy from the Lightning Network. Can you see that? Can you see that? Come on. The Lightning Network, guys. This is an electric lighter. Using the energy from the Lightning Network, we are going to light this white teak candle and hopefully continue to get this price to pump. But before we jump into it, guys, let's go ahead and say what is going on to the candle. Let's go say what's going on to the candle mob. That sounds kind of weird. But first off, real quick, before we say what's up to the candle mob, guys, go ahead and smash that like button. For every 100 likes you get a spin on the Wheel of Pain and Pleasure, where we will be giving away crypto, or we do still have a bunch of free books to give away. That's right, we're giving away Ben, for anybody who doesn't know Ben, BitBoy Crypto's new book. I'm joking. You guys all know Ben. His new book, Catching Up to Crypto, we are giving away. Shout out to Crypto Billy for donating a bunch of those books to the channel. We're going to be giving away a bunch of them. We gave away like 5 of them last week. We're going to be giving more away this week. And every 100 likes, we spin the wheel. Every wheel spin has a chance to win a book or crypto. And if we get 550 likes tonight, I will spin that wheel 10 times, starting this week's giveaway off super strong. But let's go ahead and see who we got up in the chat right now. I see you guys already going nuts. Shout out to Multi-Sig Dummy. Multi-Sig Dummy said, well, he said a bad word I can't say on YouTube, but he said money sign, number sign, money sign, number sign, asterisk. Frank, I shorted BTC when you posted in the premium Discord. I slapped that short with 51x leverage, and let me tell you, she's printing, baby. She's printing and she's paying. Hashtag buy that premium Discord. I did not pay Multi-Sig Dummy to say that. He's just in the premium Discord. Shout out to you, bro. And I answered him, and I said, listen, man, you nailed the trade. That's the hard part. I just pointed you to where the fish were, handed you the fishing rod and the best bait you could get, pointed you in the right direction, and you went to go catch those fish. Shout out to you, bro. Congratulations to anybody. We'll throw a little bit of money for Multi-Sig. We're pumping. We're throwing money today. It's landed on my hat. And yeah, shout out to the CandleMafia. We're pumped up today, guys. We got stuff to talk about today. We're going to look at those key levels to the upside and the downside, as well as some trading plans to go along with it. But let's go ahead and see if, oh my God, my chat is freaking out. Let's see who we got in here. Let's see. Had some killer trades the past 2 days. It's been pretty dope. Shout out to Chemistry Bro, guys. Shout out to Jessica, who is also shouting out Mrs. Candles. They are now best friends. Shout out to you, Jessica. Thank you for being here. A new CandleMafia favorite, Jessica. Shout out to Marcos 10K says, bing bong. What's going on, bro? Well, I'll tell you, Bitcoin is binging and bonging right now. I'll tell you that much. Shout out to Luke. Shout out to Biomex. Thank you for being here. Biomex saying, what's up to Satoshi Glockamoto, or as I like to call him, Satoshi Glockamode. What is going on, guys? Thank you for being here. J-Lo, what is going on? Creighton C, who covered me for TA on the morning stream today, he claims, he said goes up, green dot good, put a line here, bing bong. Everyone was happy. Shout out to Creighton. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you for being here. Let's see, Crypto Tatoro, what is going on? Oh God, let's go. I see you out there. I can't say that on YouTube, but I see you out there, bro. Shout out to Crypto Toro. Let's see, Mountain Climber, what is going on? Let's see, Nate. Shout out to Nate. Rob the Crypto Snob. All our wonderful mods. We got Crypto Billy. I believe we got Tyler Durden. Tony D might be creeping here somewhere. We got Rob the Crypto Snob. And shout out to you guys. Crypto Anon will pop up somewhere if he's not here. Bullish on Parade. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Indiana Candles. Not Indian Candles. Those are different. Indiana Candles. Shout out to Dave Brumbelow. Thank you for being here, bro. Satoshi Glockamoto. I said he put a C. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Steven. Shout out to Wick with the super chat, the $2 super chat, that is. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you. He says, give a hi to Billy and the other mods. Hey, Queens. Yes. Shout out to Wick. Shout out to Wick saying hi to the kings and the queens that we do call our mods. Shout out to A-Train. I see you, JB Crypto, Oggs, Mike Bennett, David, Kiko, A-Train. Did I say hi to A-Train already? He says gang, gang. I say bing bong. Shout out to Crypto Billy and Rob the Crypto Snob up in there. And without further ado, guys, we're all hyped up. We're all hyped up. We got the old version, old packaging of the Aztecian Cactus Moss Water. That's definitely Aztecian Cactus Moss Water and not an energy drink that isn't all natural, because you guys know I only drink all natural energy drinks. But without further ado, we're hopped up on the Aztecian Cactus Moss Water, and we're pulling up the charts. Guys, let's go ahead and jump into the charts. Oh, yeah. Oh, he is creeping. Tony DB creeping. Don't you have a suitcase to pack, my friend? Aren't you moving your whole life to the ATL to go work for some Frankie Candles YouTube channel or something? You boys and your internet, you guys and your internet and you youngins and your, I'm going to be on the internet and famous. I'm going to be rich in crypto. Yeah, whatever you say. I'm just kidding, guys. But yeah, I'm a little hyped up, guys. Please excuse me. We got the candle burning. We're going good. We're throwing money already. Multi-sig dummies in profit. Let's get it. But guys, obviously we are getting a move here for Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and move up to those higher time frames, because there are some things that I want to cover. And it all starts on the higher time frames, right? Now, if you guys, why do I feel like I'm forgetting something? I think we're good. I don't think I forgot anything. Shout out to Scarface Crypto. But guys, if you watch the streams, if you pay attention at all to this YouTube channel, you will know that we've been talking about those higher daily time frames, which seems like it's been a year that we've been talking about it. But we were looking at some very, very specific things on the, let's go ahead. Let me just pull up this random chart so I can clear. These are like unused charts these are charts that I don't use that much or haven't used in a while. So I'm going to use these. I'm going to clear all the drawings. I don't think there's much on here. Yeah, we're good. I'm going to go ahead and clear this so we can start fresh, right? So coming up to the weekly, guys, we were looking at these higher time frames because for one specific reason, and that is that they were starting to look very bullish, right? Now, I wouldn't say very bullish, but they were starting to show that we may be finding a local bottom. Now, I don't know if I may have put this in this morning, or maybe I think it was this morning, but we've been talking about this on the live stream. So on the daily time frames, on the higher daily time frames, we have momentum just generally coming to the upside, right? Now, this is showing that momentum is shifting to the upside, obviously, right? Self-explanatory. But we also have money flow, price action making lower lows. So this was giving us bullish divergences. We got it on the weekly here, and it actually confirmed, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, about a month ago, right? So this green dot confirmed, Monday, December 12th, right? And here we are in January. Almost a month ago, we confirmed this bullish divergence with this green dot. And this is where we were saying, hey, weekly bullish divergence, super, super rare. Shout out to Sin City Crypto in the chat. What is going on, boys? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Hey, how was chilling with Ben, guys? Give us Ben back. We miss Ben. He's out there hanging out in Vegas with you guys. Shout out to Sin City Crypto, guys. Go check out Sin City Crypto. They make some awesome content over there, and their hospitality is unmatched, helping Ben get his stream done anytime he's in Vegas. Some really, really good friends you can make in the crypto space. They're very, very cool people. So shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for being here. But looking at this weekly bull div, this is kind of where we were like, hey, this could be a decent bottom signal. If it's not the bottom, it could be a decent, short-term bottom signal, right? And you guys will know I've made pre-recorded videos kind of digging deep into Bitcoin's price action and trying to come up with some scenarios that might make for a good bottom. And a weekly bullish divergence was actually one of those things that we looked at, and we kind of drew out what it might look like. I'd actually like to go back and look at it, retouch on it, and see how close we got it. Not saying it's definitely the bottom yet, but we did get the weekly bull div, right? And this is where we were expecting some serious price action, and what happened? We got a little pop up with this, this little scam. I like to call it. I mean, this is basically a scam. Confirmed the bull div, right? We got a little green candle on the printing of it. The confirmation, we started to rip up here. This is when we ripped all the way up to about 18.5. Well, we'll have to go down the lower time frames real quick. But, we got this big wick up here, and that was it. We wicked all the way back down, and it was boring. And I was like, well, it played out a little bit, but it didn't give us what we wanted. But are we going to see this thing get a second leg up? Because it is still in play here. We did not get a red dot. This VWAP did not cross over, keeping this bullish divergence in play, right? Now, not only did we have that, but we also were looking at the 2-week bullish divergence, which was indicating potential bottom coming in, right? Again, not the bottom of the bear market. Could be, but if not the bottom of the bear market, definitely a significant bottom being put in here. Did anybody realize, I don't know, I might have missed the chats, but if nobody realized, I actually recommend that you go back to the beginning of the show when my audio wasn't working, and then did anybody notice anything change? Because I did change something, not on purpose to mess with you guys, but I just did because I felt like it, and I didn't see anybody call me out. So, yeah, go back to the beginning of the stream real quick and look around and see if anything changed. Or maybe you guys caught me. I didn't see the chats. I don't know. But 2-week bullish divergence was another thing we were looking at, guys, just showing that we have a discrepancy between the price action and the momentum, right? Showing that momentum is coming up, but price is still coming down. That gives you the bullish divergence, and that is what, creates that imbalance or discrepancy in price, warranting a correction to the upside. We got a little faked out on that weekly bull div. The 2-week is confirmed, still in play. Are we going to see this actually start showing face? Now, last week, you guys will know we were looking at that green dot on the 6-day, which is now confirmed. This was another thing that we were looking at, like, hey, still kind of moving to the upside. Money flow on those higher to medium daily time frames is looking good. You guys will know we were looking at the 4-day, the 3-day, now in the green again. But that 4-day was curving up pretty nicely, right? We were looking at this all of yesterday, all of last week's streams. We had been taking some shorts in the Discord, but we were being very conservative. You guys remember. We were being very conservative with them because of the money flow, because of the higher daily time frame green dots, right? The money flow on the higher daily time frame starting to curve to the upside. Being very careful about it, right? Especially with the weekly bull div. But we finally got that move to the upside. Let's see. Shout out to Paneet Giuliani. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much for that super chat. I do appreciate you. He says, Token Metrics Research, trading green and red dot option is available on which plan? Puneet, I don't know if I'm saying your name right. I will say I have the premium plan. I'm not 100% sure exactly what comes with each package. I can look into that for you. Maybe we'll check it out because we're going to pull up Token Metrics. When we're looking at the altcoins, I could try to go through it and let you know there. But I have the premium plan if that helps you out at all. But we will take a look at it when we get to the alts. But Wick wants one more dump. Me too, brother. Me too. But we're going to play with the price action that we're given. But I just wanted to bring that stuff up. The momentum coming up, the money flow coming up on the higher daily time frames. And not only that, also we have the higher hourly time frames. You guys will know. Let's see. What is this? This is let's see. Okay. Monday, Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Okay, so what is this? Friday is all the way over here. So you guys will see that our 16-hour and our 12-hour started getting crossovers into the green last week, or at the end of last week, or I guess it crossed over in the beginning of last week. 12-hour was back in the green. Our daily is now back in the green with the money flow, guys. You want to remember that the the money flow indicates longer-term trend, and the VWAP indicates the ebbs and the flows of the market. So if you're in a downtrend, you could have multiple VWAP crossovers. But for the most part, when that money flow crosses over into the red, that's likely where you're going to trend. So if you cross into the red, you're likely starting a downtrend. If you cross into the green, you're likely starting a trend to the upside. But the writing was on the wall on these higher time frames, guys, and I feel crazy sometimes when I'm talking about these higher time frames starting to roll up, and I say it could take time to play out, guys. Don't get me wrong, could take time, and then it always takes a really long time, but they always, for the most part, they usually do follow through. It just usually takes longer than we expect. But money flow is in the green. That is looking pretty good. Basically, the point I'm trying to get to here, guys, is if everything maintains the way it is right now, it does look like the higher time frames could have some more room to the upside. However, nothing goes up in a straight line, so we're going to dig down into the lower time frames. But that money flow crossover into the green on the daily would technically be a bullish sign. Now, we do have some other potential things that could give us a move to the downside, right? So we're going to take a look at that in just a second. Well, actually, we'll just do it right now, right? So just in general, a lot of these time frames are getting overbought, right? Overbought on your 12-hour, overbought on your 16-hour. Your daily is creeping up towards that level. Your 10-hour, very overbought. 8-hour, very overbought. Your 6-hour is very overbought. So you could just see a lot of these time frames are very, very overbought. We are printing a 5-hour red dot. We have a 4-hour red dot printing as well. So maybe time to get a little bit of a cool off, in the short term. But continuing on here, you could see also that 6-hour was another thing we were looking at. The 6-hour money flow into the green, crossover into the green was another thing we were looking at. Like, hey, the 6 hours coming back into the green, guys. This is why we're being careful with the shorts. But moving on, your 5-hour, 5 and 4-hour red dots are printing. And if you come down to these lower time frames, you can see our 10-minute money flow is generally coming to the downside. Your 12-minute is coming to the downside, crossed over into the red, trying to get some yellow X's in there. Someone's trying to push the price down. And then your 15-minute is also getting very close to crossing over into the red. So money flow coming on those lower time frames. You got the 4-hour red dot, the 5-hour red dot, the 6-hour looking to cool off here. So we may actually get a small pullback, as we have been starting to pull back a little bit, as you can see. But not necessarily expecting a super nuke to the downside, just more of a, because money flow looks good, right? So money flow does still look strong, especially on that 6-hour. That is some pretty strong looking money flow just flying to the upside. So that is kind of making me expect that the uptrend could continue, but the fact that we're overbought on a lot of these time frames and getting red dots is making me expect a slight move to the downside. So let's go ahead and pull up some of these levels, guys. Let's pull up some of the levels that we are looking at. Where do we want to go? Do we want to look at this chart? I got so many dang charts, guys. I don't know which one I should be looking at. Okay, this is the one we want. Okay, so also, guys, cabin cross-check. What the heck is this? I don't even know what this is. But yeah, we have a lot of stuff to look at today, guys, because there are some things, there's a lot of confluence pointing to the upside. I will say that. Now, it doesn't mean 100x long, where the bear market's over. I'm not saying that. I don't want to be super sensational, but there are a lot of things pointing to the upside. Jonathan Schaefer. Is Jonathan Schaefer in class today? Jonathan Schaefer, if you're here, let me know, brother, because he actually brought something up in the Discord the other night that was very, very, I'm glad he brought it up, because I have been looking out for this, but I didn't realize it was happening because I hadn't kept tabs on it. But it was something I was looking for, and he brought it up last night in the trading Discord, in the free Discord, and super, super, super important thing to look at. There's something really big going on with the DXY, so we're going to take a look at that in just a minute. But first, let's take a look at kind of what has happened, where we are, how we got here, and where we can expect to go in the near term. Now, coming over here, we're going to take a look at the 1 hour. Let me go ahead and hide this, and let's go ahead and take a look at these levels. Now, taking a look, you know what? Let's just pull this chart up. Too many charts, guys. Too many charts. We got too many charts. Too many charts. Do you guys know what that's from? Probably not. I feel like most of the jokes I make here kind of don't get understood by a lot of people. But All right, taking a look here, guys. The major levels that I am keeping an eye on. Now, I do want to point out, sorry, guys, I'm kind of all over the place. I don't know what chart I want to look at right now, but we'll take a look at this one, right? So I'm going to go ahead and hide some of these levels because they're not all, they're not, just bear with me here, guys. Bear with me. I want to simplify things, right? Hide that and hide this. Okay, so here is what we're looking at. We have come above our value area high, right? Let me just hide these purple lines real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Hide that one. Hide this one. All right, that's good enough. Okay, so you guys will know that for the most part, these are the levels that we have been watching for essentially a month, maybe 2 months. But these are essentially the levels that we've been looking at. You have your value area low down here. You have your POC and your value area high. Now, obviously, during the now I think it's important to go over this stuff because I want to show you guys kind of how we ended up here. Now, over the holidays, you guys will know that we clung to this POC like it was our life raft. Shout out to Malibu Punk says smash those likes. Yeah, guys, going for 550 likes on tonight's stream. I will spin that wheel 15 times if we get that 550 likes. And if we get 600, I'll spin it 15 times. Did I say 550? We spin it 10 times. 600, we spin it 15 times. Let's go. Free crypto and free books on the way. Shout out to Chad. What is going on, bro? But continuing on here. Yeah, hold 17 as support. We pump again. I basically agree with you there. But let's continue here. Now, over the holidays, guys, we stuck to this POC. Now, that makes a lot of sense because the point of control is just the area where the most volume was traded, which makes the POC act as a magnet. They should call it the POI because it's the point of interest, right? It's the place where the price wants to trade. So, knowing that the POC acts as a magnet, as we were sticking here, we were waiting for price to pick a direction, right? This was during the holidays. And then whatever, we found, I'm not going to go too far into this, but we found a bunch of other bearish confirmations in my market update that was pointing to the downside. And because we knew that if we lost the POC, it would be likely we come down to the value area low. This was the point where we saw price move all the way down here, and this is where we were looking for longs. And there was very, very specific bullish confirmations that we were looking for at this level to enter a long position. And the reason I bring this up is because this is basically how we trade, right? Using ranges. You stuck to the POC. We knew if we lost it, we'd come to the value area low. I don't trade in the middle of ranges, so I wouldn't take a short at the POC, even though it would have played out great. Not saying you can't do that. I just typically would rather find a trade at the bottom of the range or the top of the range. So, as you can see, we did lose it all the way to the value area low. We did get a plethora of bullish confirmations down here. It was basically a no-brainer long position, in which case you would have basically got in at the bottom of this pump and rode this up all the way for a super, super, super nice 6.5% gain. But unfortunately, I was on holiday vacation, so I did not actually take that trade, but I did point it out for the CandleMafia. I think on our free live streams on YouTube, I pointed it out to everybody. Shout out to anybody who actually got in that position and is still in it. But with that being said, we knew once we got this bullish confirmation at the bottom of the range that it was likely we would travel back up towards that point of control where we stuck to again and just kind of clung to, lost it a bit, and then came right back above, bullishly consolidated in somewhat of a bull pennant here, as you can see. And that obviously did break to the upside. Now, if you were to measure this bull pennant, right, from the top to the grab your flagpole like this, drag it to your breakout, and this is kind of how you can estimate where things will break out to. And we got a perfect breakout to the technical target of about 17,230. We are now hovering right above the value area high, and now we're at the value area high, right? So what do? We got shorts at the top. Came to the POC, came all the way to the bottom of the value area low, clung to the POC, lost the POC, came to the value area low. Then we expected to come back up to the POC. It happened. And then we expected to, if we held support above the POC and decisively broke above this level and held it as support, we'd expect to eventually move our way up to that value area high. And that is exactly what happened. And that's exactly why I focus so much on volume profiles and the ranges that it gives you. because it gives you context. It gives you x-ray vision into the market and lets you know that, hey, now you're at the value area high. If we come back into here and bearishly reject, it could be likely that we come back towards that POC. Now, obviously, you're not just blindly trading off of these levels. You're using confirmations, right? We don't just blindly take long positions at the value area low. We look for other confirmations using indicators and other forms of technical analysis to confirm the entry. But when you use these simple confirmations at these strong levels and you have the context of knowing if you have support on this level, you know you're going to the POC. If you find support on the POC, likely to go to the value area low. If you get resistance here, probably back to the POC, so on and so forth. So this is why I trade like this, because it's very predictable. And when you're using the right kind of confirmations and that stuff like that, watching, you can basically just sit on your hands, wait for price to approach your levels, and then just pull the trigger when you get your confirmations, and it makes for some really confident trading. So let me go ahead and get rid of some of these lines. So now we are sitting back at the value area high. Oh, God, guys, I'm getting a sales call. Should we answer? I can't do it. We got to keep going with the TA. Too exciting. We'll get them next time. We trolled them on the stream last time, and we made them say hi to the CandleMafia. And they were like, hey, we're trying to buy your house. I'm like, no, this is a scam. And I'm like, but you're on live TV. Say what's up to the CandleMafia. And the guy was like, hello. And then he hung up. It was hilarious. Anyway, so now we had this bullish consolidation, which was making us expect this visit to the value area high, and now we obviously wicked, we came a little bit above that value area high, and now we are correcting a little bit, and we are sitting right just at the value area high right now. So where are we going to go next? Now, basically, let's come down to lower time frames. Yeah, we are sitting right on that value area high. So basically, if we get back into this range, guys, this is where I would expect a potential further move to the downside. Let me turn on some more of our levels here. Turn on the blue boxes, and we'll just turn them all on. Let's turn them on. Fib. No, we don't need that. Let's see. Rectangle. Bada boom, bada bing. No, I don't need that. All right, that should be good, and we'll turn these on too. Okay, so here we are, right? Basically, I was kind of expecting a little bit of a higher push up here, but we didn't get that. We actually started to cool off right here. Obviously, did get a nice little bearish divergence. We got them everywhere, right? We got them on the 15-minute here. We got them on the 1 hour. Nice little, beautiful little bear div right there as well. Your 2 hour did have a confirmed red dot. So the signs were there for a cool off. Now, levels of support to the downside, levels to the downside that I will be watching for a potential move back up is going to be about, I would say, the top of this blue box. The top of this blue box would be a decent level to watch for a potential bounce. This is $17,000 even. This is, so this is going to be a psychological level and a strong level to look for a bounce. And then if you pull your fib, your local fib here, we do have a golden pocket coming in at about 16,945. So we could potentially come down here. Maybe we bearishly retest, come down and push into this local golden pocket and potentially push into that 786, which does have pretty good confluence with that point of control at about 16.8. So this will be another level to the downside that I would be looking for some potential moves to the upside or just maybe some scalp longs, right? You can, if you're in a short, like we are in a short in the premium Discord, and if you were in that short, you could hold your short, take some profits, keep riding it down, take a little bit more profits, and then look for some scalp long positions off this blue box, off the local golden, or off that local 786. And, you can manage both trades at the same time. And then you're kind of hedged either way, right? If it moons, you might get stopped out of your short in profit, but you'll have that long that is running like crazy. And if your long gets stopped out, you're still in your short trade, sucking up those extra gains on the way back down. Now, another level I would be looking at to the downside is going to be if we pull from this low right here, which is the actual, which is a low that we made on, what is it, about December 19th all the way to this high. It does come in. I think this is the one. Yeah, or maybe this isn't it. Might have been the actual, might have been this, this fib here all the way. Come on, baby. Come on. Where'd it go? There it is. Maybe was it this one? I think it might be this one. 16.5. Yeah. So another big level I wouldn't be watching is going to be that level here, this local golden pocket at about 19,500 for another big, a big level of support. However, once we get down there, if we're going to push back down to that 786, you're essentially going to be looking at the bottom of the range anyway, coming in at about 16,356 or 16,353. This level has moved up slightly. That is worth noting. But those are the levels to the downside. I would love a test of this between 17.8 and between about 17K and 16.8 would be a nice level to go back and retest. You can see here that we did get we have some highs here that we could come back and retest as support. Perfect confluence with that local golden. So we could potentially see this continue down, especially if that 4-hour red dot confirms, which it does look like it is going to do in about 41 minutes. So looking for some potential moves back to the downside. Gonna hold the short, guys. Gonna look for that further move to the downside and looking for my first level support in this region here. Now, I do want to talk a little bit more in a macro perspective and kind of look at where we could go further to the upside and kind of zoom out, see where the volume is, and kind of see if this is a sustainable pump and we are going to get a somewhat of a decent bear market rally here. How high can we go? So get your hopium glasses on because we're about to do some moon math here. So yeah, here we go, guys. Let's do it. We got 833 people in here, guys. Don't forget to smash that like button if you want to win a free Catching Up to Crypto book or some free crypto. Go ahead and smash that like button. 550 likes, we spin the wheel 10 times. 600 likes, we spin it 15 times. And then we'll give away all my money. Did anyone figure out what I changed? I changed my hat, guys. Shout out to the official CandleMafia hats. We now have in coffee, khaki colored. It's like a brown mesh with a coffee colored front. We have the classic black and gray with both have leather patches. So yeah, we're giving these away too on the giveaways. So anyone who's interested, smash that like button. Let's go. And if you like Bitcoin pumping, smash a like. Anyway, continuing on here, just where can we go to the upside if we continue higher? This is probably what everybody is wondering. Now, I'm going to go ahead and hide our drawings here and just look at the volume profile. Now, first thing that you notice is obviously a big goose egg. Actually, let me pull up this chart. We'll go to the daily, zoom out, and we'll clear the drawings. Whoops. I guess we can clear the indicators too. We'll pull up that VPVR, VRVP, and boom. First thing you're going to notice when you're looking at this price action here is this big goose egg, right? You got this big gap in your volume, right? So this is the exciting part because we are basically tapping on the door to this low volume pocket, which will essentially and likely create or push price to the upside very quickly because there is no volume in here, right? We got a quick move to the downside, which likely does more often than not indicate that you're going to get a quick move back to the upside. So with that being said, keep an eye on this low volume gap. And if we go ahead and grab a rectangle here, I'm going to go ahead and draw a box in this low volume gap. And you will see, obviously, you come down, you have support, 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 and then you come up, and then boom, right through the low volume gap. So if we break into this blue box, you can see we kind of got a little push up here, but if we break into this blue box and we decisively get into that low volume gap, we could get a quick move all the way up to this 18.8, 18.9 area. Right about this blue box here, around 18.8 to 18.9. This will be the first level of serious resistance we will encounter. Now, obviously, I am in a scalp short right now, and there are some other levels that we're looking at to take some more scalp shorts, but the real shorts, the swing shorts, the strong shorts, the shorts that are going to be extra short are not going to happen until we could come up to, in my opinion, this key level of support and resistance, right? This was support. And this rally could bring us up here to bearishly retest that support as resistance. And if we are going to roll back over and come back to the downside, this will be a great place to look for big shorts, right? And this might sound familiar because this is exactly what we were talking about when we had this little rally. We were looking at almost the exact same level for shorts back down to make lower lows. However, the market does look a little bit different now, but we will still be looking for that short opportunity at that key level between 18.8 and 18.9. Now, why is it a key level? You guys don't just come here to hear what's going on with Bitcoin. You come here to learn so you could do your own TA and find your own key levels, and I'm here to show you how to do it. So why is this such a key level, right? Well, basically, you could see, right? It was a big level of support that we held for quite some time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? A very, very strong level that held for a pretty long time, right? So also, if you go ahead and grab your fixed range volume profile and we pull some volume over this previous range, right? Just looking at this price action as its own separate range. I'm going to draw the box here. Technically, you could stretch it all the way back up here, but I'm just going to look at it here for the time being, right? So this range, right, we came down and started trading sideways in this range before we break down here and started trading sideways in this range. It is this area of 18.8 to a little higher than where we were talking about, but this area here is your value area low at about 18,800. So this is going to be a pretty big level to look for shorts because we could come up and bearishly retest this level. So I'm going to put a little line here. Go ahead. Boom. So that is going to be a strong level. It's our previous value area low, and we could be testing it as resistance. Shout out to Daddy Zach, said, where can I buy that hat? Also, finally joined the paid Discord yesterday, and so far, it's fire. Keep up the good work. Shout out to Daddy Zach. Thank you for joining the Discord, my man. Hopefully, it pays for itself in its first month. I really hope so. Now that we finally have some price action, it's kind of hard to put trades in there when there's no trades. But now there is finally price action, and we are already banging them out. But shout out to Daddy Zach. Thank you for that super chat. And you can get these hats in our merch store very soon. But right now, the only way to win them is to win them in a giveaway. But we will be adding them to the merch store soon. This is something I'm going to be working with Tony D, when he gets down here. We're going to get all this stuff organized. We are doing a little reorganizing of the Frankie Candles company. Yeah, we're trying to get everybody together, systems in place so we can really step it up in 2023. Big things to come, guys, so be excited. But that is why we are looking at this. This is why I'm looking at this level, right? I'm not just showing you, I'm not just showing you like, hey, if this is like a strong level, I'm going to keep it a secret. This is why it's a strong level. It's the value area low of our previous range. So this is likely going to be strong resistance on the way back up, right? So we get a bing bong, a little bong, come back up here. Be a good place to at least look for scalp shorts. That could potentially turn into something bigger if it winds up getting catastrophic. One thing you'll want to realize is if we don't bring any new volume into this gap and we just rip right through and then we get rejected, you will then have that gap underneath you for a potential quick fall back to the downside. So that is going to be the first major stop if we get a big pump to the upside. Another obvious place to be looking, not for shorts necessarily, but another pretty obvious spot that would give us some resistance is going to be these levels here, between about, So, all right, hang on. Let's let me go ahead and clear this. Actually, no, we'll keep this on. It's going to be this level right here, right? Basically where we had these highs, right? You had a high, you had highs here, you had highs here, right? So these are going to be other levels to be looking for if we can get this move up to about 18K, which will be likely, right? If the higher time frames keep looking the way they are and they maintain their bullish setups, we could easily see a push into about 18K. This is where we would be coming to test these previous highs that we got rejected at right here. And I do believe this was some kind of a Fed news or something like that was happening on this day when we got that little wick out here before dumping all the way back down to the bottom of the range. So this would be another level to be looking at to the upside, right? So if we break where we're at right now, you could see pretty quick move into about 17,800. You could see that high volume node that we have here at about 17,796. And then if we push past that, probably going to encounter these tops here closer to between about 18K and 18.3K. So break here, probably coming here. We break there, probably coming up here to mess around with these areas up here. And if we break out of here, that's where you could come test these value area lows and start looking for some decent short opportunities. Let's see. I can't lie. Tonight, I'm baffled, lol. Matic is confusing me. No idea if it's a good time to long because it's dropped a lot today or short because things will keep going lower. SAS Gamer. Now, this doesn't always work, but what you could do is keep your eye on Bitcoin because likely, not all the time, obviously, guys know we do have those altcoins that kind of deviate away from Bitcoin, but a lot of times if Bitcoin's taking a little bit of a tumble, those altcoins will usually follow in some kind of, in some way. They will typically follow. Obviously, sometimes altcoins can have a mind of their own, but you could watch for Bitcoin, and I am expecting a little bit more short-term downside for Bitcoin, but we could check out Matic when it comes to take looks at the alts. We'll check out Matic for you, my man. No problem. Matic hitting a pretty classic bear flag. Okay, interesting. We will take it. Don't trade it then. Plenty of others to trade, gamer. Yeah, shout out to Crypto Billy. Hey, it's never – listen, I think Tom Crown said this when he was on our show. He said, sometimes the best trade is no trade. And I could not, what is this? I could not agree with that anymore. You don't always have to be in a trade. And it's okay. I know some people, are in trades and making money, and then you're like, oh, I missed the move. Oh, no, what am I going to do? Don't worry. Don't FOMO into a pump or FOMO into a dump. If you're looking to FOMO into a pump, almost always it's a good idea to sit on your hands and look for shorts. Typically, your emotions will tell you to long when you should be looking for shorts. So if you miss this big move up, so take me for example, actually. Take me for example. Get the spaghetti, get the uncooked spaghetti, get your lasagna, get your red sauce or your marinade, and dip your uncooked spaghetti and start writing your notes on that linguine. Start writing those notes on that lasagna, guys, because I'm about to give you the sauce here. Take me for example. Let's take a look here. Let's say, right, not this chart. Where is my other chart? Where is it? Here it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and say that we have, oh, God, these charts are a mess. I got to redo all my charts. It's just too all over the place. I don't know which chart is which, but take me for example, right? Take me for example. I know this chart has a lot of levels on it, so bear with me. I'm actually going to go ahead and get rid of this to clean it up, right? Take me for example, right? We were sticking at this POC, right? I was not in this long trade. As we were sitting right here, I was not in this long trade, right? But instead of FOMOing into a long, now this is the perfect example because if I FOMO'd in, it would have played out. Because I think it's important to realize that, if you FOMO into a trade, once in a while, it'll play out and you'll make some money. But it's never a good idea. You're going to get wrecked way more than you win. So do not FOMO in. And I'm going to show you kind of the struggles that I go through when I miss a trade, or how I avoid struggling when I miss a trade. I don't care because I've been doing this long enough to know that there's going to be a million other setups. I'm not worried about catching this move. If you miss it, you're better off missing the trade than getting wrecked on the trade, right? So we're sitting here and I'm like, oh God, I'm missing this move. But I knew that because we were above that point of control, that it was going to be likely that we shot up towards that value area high, right? So I could have FOMO'd into a long here with that information if we got bullish confirmations. This was a bullish pennant. So you could technically, with the right confirmations, get into a long trade and target the target of the value area high because we knew it was likely. But that's not really FOMOing in. That's like doing TA, finding confirmations, and taking an actual trade. But I wasn't panicking. We'll pretend there were no actual confirmations here. I wasn't panicking, trying to get into this little bump up to the value area high. I just sat here. I said, listen, I know this thing is probably going to pump, but I'm not going to take the risk of it dumping from here and trying to get, and just getting wrecked on this long trade. I'm going to sit on my hands, and I'm going to hope that it pumps. And when it pumps, it's going to approach my target. And my targets were somewhere up here. I'm not going to pull up the exact levels, but my targets were up here. We pumped almost directly into the levels. I got my confirmations, and I caught the short down. So instead of risking getting wrecked on the FOMO in, I just waited for price to approach my trap, and then I took a confident short, right? So this is kind of how you could think of it. And listen, if I missed this short, I wouldn't FOMO into the short. I would wait for a pullback to my next target to look for longs. Don't FOMO in. You're going to get wrecked more often than you win. Let that be a lesson. And then stop loss. Yeah, stop losses. Shout out to Burke3. He says, SL, mans. Stop loss. Risk versus reward. Let's go. Satoshi Glakamoto. Let's get it. FOMO's a no-no, but sometimes you got to go YOLO. Shout out to YOLO Baggins. I feel you, bro. I feel you. Scared money don't make no money. J-Lo, louder for the people in the back. Shout out to Crypto Face. Let's get it. All right. Yeah, it's pretty funny, man. Okay. Let's see. I waited and shorted that Alchemy Crypto. Let's go. I did the same exact thing, my man. Let's see. You are the greatest, Frankie. Crypto Owl, I appreciate that, man. I think you're the greatest. I'm nothing. I'm just a guy on the internet with 2 hats on his head. Let's go. Algorand to the moon. Shout out to Steven. I agree. I agree, my friend. Good stuff, Frankie. Let price come to you. Set your trap. Set your trap. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. And then when the candle flies out, right? Candle comes into your hat. Boom! And then you choke it out. And then you choke it out. You grab it and you choke it out. I don't know what kind of metaphor that was. Example, I don't know. It didn't really make sense. But hey, we're half TA over here. We're half TA, half entertainment. Got to keep them laughing. But thanks for sharing wisdom. Crypto Owl, no problem, man. FOMO in long, at least catch some. You could have, but you could have also gotten wrecked high def. But there were some confirmations there that you could have made it somewhat of a confident trade. This is crypto. There are way too many stop loss scam wicks. You'll get stopped out before a real pump if you use stop losses. MEP, shout out to you, man. You make a good point. Crypto, you get stopped out a lot. Something like Forex will respect TA a little bit more. Crypto, a lot of these things have lower market caps, and you can get scam wicked out and stuff. There's a lot of stop hunting that goes on. But there are certain techniques you can use there are certain techniques you can use to set a less common stop loss that will be less likely to get hit. But you are definitely right. You are more likely to get stopped out in crypto than other things for sure. I'd have to agree with you. Let's see. Okay, was that a flashback to the dude rant? Shout out to Gary C. You're funny, bro. All right, let's continue on here. Good time to short Gallo. We will go ahead and take a look at that for you. I do have some of my best trades with no stop loss. Yeah, and that's why I say, even in the premium Discord, I always say stop losses are based off of, number one, your risk tolerance, and number two, your entry, more importantly, right? Now, our premium Discord is not a signals group, meaning I basically I spoon feed you the trade setups, exactly what we're looking for, the confirmations we need to see on what time frames, and then where we would take the trade. But I don't give you my exact entry and exit prices, just because I just don't believe in that, right? Because by the time I get into the trade and I set my trade up and then I post it in the Discord, price is likely to move, and then other people are getting in at different prices, and then it's like, if you use my stop loss with your entry, it might not be the best risk to reward or what have you. So stop losses are always based off your own risk tolerance and also where your entry is, right? If I got a higher up entry on a short, my stop loss might be different than if you get down a little bit lower than me. So just something to think about if you're in my premium Discord or my free Discord or anyone else's Discord. Just understand that, if you're in a signals group and they're giving you a stop loss number, just understand that if you don't have that exact entry, it may not be the best stop loss for you. So just a heads up. CF shout out to Crypto Face, baby. Let's go. Let's see. He's not in here, is he? I don't think so. I would have seen him if he's in here. Shout out to Indiana Candles. Oh, Indiana Candles. It's Indiana Jones. I thought his profile picture was a picture of me in a cowboy hat. I'm not going to lie. What VWAP indicator do you use? Shout out to Trebling. I think you're talking about, I don't know if you're talking about Market Cipher. This is, they call this the VWAP down here. But if you're looking for a VWAP on your actual candlesticks, I either use the anchored VWAP or I'll use the VWAP on the Market Cipher indicator. The premium group is like a concentrated version of the free Discord. They're a concentrate version. So it's like, it's like if you have a soda dispenser, right? And you're getting it mixes in the machine. You get the syrup and the soda. The premium is just like getting the straight syrup, the hard stuff, as some people would call it. Let's see. All right. It's totally Frankie in a hat. Shout out to Indiana Candles. Jessica says, I hate your Discord. They're cruel and disgusting. Oh, my God. Shout out to Jessica. Jessica, I don't know if you're kidding or not. They're cruel. What did they say to you? Oh, my God. Let's go. Bingo, bango, bing, bong. Let's go. Shout out to you guys. Show me where the fish are, Frankie. Shout out to STB. Hey, get in that free Discord. I will point you right towards the hole in the ice. You just got to stick your hand in and rip the fish out. Let's go. Okay. If you guys want to join the premium Discord, the mods will throw it in chat hopefully sometime soon. I think the link is in the description down below as well. If you don't want to lay out the money for the premium Discord, you could always get into our free Discord. There is also a ton of value in there as well. All right. Let's see. Do try to check this low time frame Matic bear flag before it makes a break real quick. All right, here we go. Chemistry Bro. Hey, Chemistry Bro very, very rarely misleads. When he says, hey, I think I see something, he usually sees it. All right, let's see. Low time frame, bear flag. Oh, yeah. Okay. I would like a little bit more of an angle to the upside on it, but definitely could be a bear flag. No, I like it. I'll lock it, baby. Yeah, I mean, hey, if you go down real low, that could be a bearish retest right there. It could be the breakdown of the bear flag right there, potentially. Depends on how you draw it. Patterns are kind of messy sometimes. But yeah, I would consider that a bear flag for sure. You're starting to break back into it, so I'd be careful. Again, if you draw it to the bodies, that would be a perfect bearish retest. But then, yeah, kind of hard to call here. But yeah, it is looking bear flaggy. That is looking bear flaggy. A little bearish retest. Could reject down. If you don't get ripped back in there, could get a move back to the downside. I would consider that a bear flag for shizzle. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, even that one was a nice little dump ski. All right, let's see. Flat Smack, what is going on? Flat Smack in the chat. Wolfman ate my crypto. I always say that. Wolfman ate my coins in the chat. Let's get it. Hey, Frankie, what do you think about XRP and the Flare token airdrop happening today? How do you get it? I don't think I'm gonna get that, to be honest. I don't know. I might not be the best person to tell you about that, to be honest with you, because you're kind of bringing it to my attention right now. Yeah, I don't know. I doubt I'm gonna get that because I'm sure you have to hold it in a wallet. Let's see. Was more of an ascending triangle that broke to the downside into the rectangle. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I see what you're saying. A little, yeah, I see what you're saying. But yeah, it is looking bear flaggy to me. I mean, it's definitely looking like bearish consolidation, in my opinion. All right, but let's go back to Bitcoin real quick, guys. Well, not back to Bitcoin, but let's go back to our typical analysis here. But yeah, so those are the levels we're watching, guys. We did just go over the levels, a while ago at this point. But I do want to check on the DXY here, guys, because there is something really big that we need to be looking at on the DXY. And shout out to Jonathan Schaefer. Jonathan Schaefer, if you're not here, I'm shouting you out, brother. Hopefully somebody clips this and gets to Jonathan Schaefer somehow. But if you're in here, bro, let me know, because he was letting me know in the Discord, pointing out something to my they can't talk. Pointing something out to my attention. That's not words. Anyway, and that is, guys, we are starting to get a death cross on the DXY daily. Now, this is extremely interesting because let me see. Do I have this? I did make a chart at some point with the DXY death crosses. Oh, hey, DXY daily blood diamond, baby. Ho, let's get it. Let's see. Yeah, I did have. I made a chart showing the DXY death crosses at some point, but I can't find it. Anyway, basically, guys, these death crosses are usually the catalyst for a big move down for the DXY, right? So if we come back here, anytime this red line crosses over the green line, it does let us know that there is a death cross incoming. And the last one that we had right back here did give us a move down of about 8.5%, 8.63%. And then the other one that we got right here, another pretty big move to the downside of about 11%. Now, they're not all just complete, death crosses to zero. This one did bring us down about 4.5%. Point is, every time we've gotten a death cross like this on the DXY, it typically makes a big move to the downside for the DXY, resulting in a pretty big move to the upside for Bitcoin. Now, if we go ahead and pull up Bitcoin here, and you can see that, let's see, if we go to our last death cross on the DXY, which was right here. Let me zoom back a little bit. Okay, so you guys can see my crosshairs on both. Actually, hang on. Let me see if I can hide my... bear with me, guys. Let me see if I can. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. I wish I can hide my. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll just do this. Okay, here you go. Now my face is gone. Now you should be able to see much better. But the key is here. I basically just want to show you guys. You can see on the left-hand side of the screen we have that death cross right there on July 2nd, 2020. on the DXY. So I'm going to go ahead and circle that area. Oh, hey, this is the chart. This is the chart with the DXY death crosses. Okay, now we don't have to show them side by side. This is great. This is great, guys. This is great news. This is the best thing that's happened to me all day. Now it's gone. What happened? You got to be kidding me. Hang on, guys. Okay. All right. What? Okay, I guess we're doing it this way. I don't know what's going on, guys. I don't know what's going on. But okay, there we go. All right. Can we just go back to Bitcoin? Will that work? No, it's not going to work. Okay. I don't know what's going on, guys. But you can see right here, we had a death cross on the DXY right here, this red line. That is a death cross. What happened after that death cross on the DXY wound up basically being the beginning of the bull run, guys. And shout out to Jonathan Schaefer for pulling this up. Because I was looking for this on the DXY and then stopped paying attention. And then Jonathan Schaefer was like, hey, I don't know if you saw this, but there is a death cross on the DXY. And I went to go check it out, and I was like, he's right. Let's see. We could check out LBT, ALBT, no problem. Tony says, okay, Frankie, panic. Shout out to you, bro. Let's see. Every time I hear bear with me, I hear 100x short. Shout out to Thesis himself. It's basically what I'm saying. I'm not going to lie. No, I'm just kidding, guys. But you can see here, last time we had a death cross on the DXY resulted in that 675% pump, which basically was the beginning of the bull market of 2021. Now, I don't think that this death cross on the DXY means that the bear market is about to just launch into new all-time highs, but it could mean that we are going to get a decently big move to the upside. So let's just go back and test some more of these death crosses out, right? So you can see right here, we had another death cross on January 4th, 2020. And what happened after that death cross on the DXY? What happened to Bitcoin? We actually did wind up getting a pretty big pump of about 47%. Now, it didn't launch us into new all-time highs. We were actually in the bear market of 2018 at this point, right after our fake-out bull run in 2019. We were still in the technically, I guess, in the bear market, you could consider it, and that we had the death cross on the DXY, got a 50% rally before getting the March of 2020 crash all the way down to about 3.9K or 4K, but we did get that 50% pump. Now, moving on, looking for another death cross on the DXY. I could just look over here because I have them all marked out. It took me forever to do this. Boom. Here we go. Another death cross on the DXY. Now, this one popped up as the bull run of 2017 was starting, and it actually wound up giving us a almost 1,000% pump, a 918% pump. I'm not saying we're going to get a 917% pump, but I'm just showing you that there's almost no death cross on the DXY that didn't give us some form of a move to the upside. You can see right here we had another one. Initially, it brought us up from the death cross about 14% before coming down just a little bit and resulting in about almost 100% pump altogether before coming down for a big correction. And it still was kind of one of the catalysts to start off that 2017 parabolic bull run. We also had another one right here, right? Another death cross on the DXY right here gave us a big pump of about 96%. And again, zooming out was also part of the catalyst that was giving us those big moves to the upside in the bull market. Not saying the bull market's about to start. I'm just saying if you go back and test these death crosses, boom, up, boom. Now this one, again, nothing's 100%. We got a death cross right here. DXY death cross actually initially started off with a 20% dump before actually getting a big 50% pump. So it doesn't always mean an absolute move to the upside instantly, but it is typically a bullish sign because you can see shortly after that little panic dump to the downside, you get basically just moon candles. And then there's another one all the way back here. This is the only one. Oh, this is the last one. Boom, all the way back here in 2010. Basically the start of a massive bull run. So I just wanted to bring that up, guys. Again, one more time. Oh, Santa Claus. What the? I have never seen that before. What was? Yo! What is that? I've never seen that before. Is that because we have the Christmas tree highlighted? I've been trying to figure out what this Christmas tree did for the longest time, guys. And that's what it does. That's what it does. It gives us a little Santa. Oh, I've been dying to know it. Unbelievable. Anyway, guys, basically, guys, that is, so just so you know, looking at the DXY now, obviously we do have that death cross forming right here with a move starting to the downside. So yeah, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm kind of rooting for another move to the downside first. I'm not saying I think that's likely to happen. I'm just saying I just like, if I'm thinking with my emotions, I'm just like, I'm praying that happens. I want it to go lower. I'm like a perma bear at this point. Jay Smith, we will be taking a look at ETH right now. But guys, big news, death cross on the DXY. Could be, right? This is just another thing, right? This isn't like we're just getting a death cross with nothing else happening. We're getting a death cross with the bullish divergences on the higher daily time frames. Money flow coming up. Green dots all over the place. We have a falling wedge potentially forming on the higher time frames, on the macro time frames. We have a lot of things pointing to a potential move to the upside, even if we are going to get a move back down. So just wanted to point that out. Very interesting. I will be monitoring this very, very closely. And if it plays out like 9 out of the 10 other times this has happened, it does indicate a big move to the upside. But as I just showed you with that last example, sometimes you can get a dump after. But again, it has happened like 1 out of the other 9 times we had those death crosses. So just another bullish puzzle piece there to keep an eye on. So now, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum. Or Ethereum, or Ethereum, as your grandmother might call it. Let's see. Show ETH, then alts. Shout out to Rob, the crypto snob. And we got 887 people in here, guys. Don't forget to smash that like button. So if you have gotten any kind of value out of this live stream, I kill myself to try to at least teach you something on each live stream, which is very hard because we have a lot of people that come back here every single day, and it's hard to not teach them something they already were taught in a previous live stream. So if you're getting anything out of this live stream, please smash that like button and help push this content out to more like-minded people so we can grow the Candle Mafia into an unstoppable force that we already are. And I'll just throw some money. I'll just throw some money for the Candle Mafia. Let's go. Okay, continuing on, guys. Let's take a look at ETH. Get rid of some of this stuff. What? Okay, I don't know what that was. We're full screen now, guys. We're full screen. No jokes. No more joking around here. We're full screen. Okay, I'm new. Shout out to Burke. Hey, Burke, welcome to the Candle Mafia. I feel like I may have seen you here once or twice, but welcome in. We're the Candle Mafia, the greatest crypto community in all of the crypto sphere. Bitcoin Slayer face cam. Oh, yeah, good point. Good point. Good point. Sorry about that. Yeah, Hey. Shout out to, who said that? Bitcoin Slayer. Shout out to you, bro. I appreciate you for, I appreciate you for wanting to see my face, dude. Thank you. Hey, I know it's an ugly mug, but hey, some people want to see it. Anyway, Frankie coming with the knowledge. Shout out to Mas Nokas, as always, bro. Happy to have you in the stream, my man. But let's continue on here, guys. We got a lot to look at on Ethereum as well. So taking a look a little bit more zoomed out here. Let me get back over here. Fact, baby. You heard Frank. Like the video. Shout out to Multisig Dummy. Bro, crushing the trades. Shout out to you, bro. Show your candles, Frankie. Okay, fine. Here's my candle. All right, let's go, guys. Anyway, let's get these death crosses off the chart here, and let's dig into Ethereum because obviously, guys, just looking at your price action, we are coming up to some resistance, right? So pretty clear here. This is like, once you start looking at the markets in terms of ranges, you do clearly start to see where they are. You can almost guess where the value areas are and where out of the value areas are. But as of right now, smashing through some pretty important resistance. But I'm going to hide the TA for a second, and we're going to take a look at these higher time frames, right? I'd rather see Frankie's calves, but that's just me. People like seeing my face, too. It makes them feel better about their own. I'm my hero. I think that might be why people like seeing mine. Did nobody notice I changed my hat again? Nope. I slapped the like button 3 times. Shout out to Arrow Pump. Shout out to you, man. He's just like... No one noticed I changed my hat. Man, I am quick. Let's see. ETH is so Netscape. Shout out to Berg. Yeah, Bitcoin and ETH are the Netscape and AOLs of crypto. Yo, what's good? Lane Hughes in the chat. Lane Hughes, what is going on, bro? So happy to have you back in here. We're still drinking the Aztecian Cactus Moss Water. We're throwing cash for Lane Hughes. Any of the new people, Lane Hughes is an OG. We love having him in here. He points out really good stuff on the charts. So happy to see you here, bro. Shout out to Lane Hughes. All right, here we go. Okay. So on Market Cipher B, guys, we are getting money flow coming to the upside on the 6-day. Weekly green dot is confirmed, and your 2-week bullish divergence is now printing. So, as you guys know, Ethereum was the market leader for a bit. A lot of this bear market, Ethereum has led, but now are we going to see Ethereum start to lead with this? Oh, no, not a bullish divergence. We don't have lower lows on our price, but momentum is coming to the upside. Money flow starting to tick back up here. Not the worst look in the world. But yeah, money flow starting to curve up with that confirmed weekly green dot. 6-day confirmed green dot. VWAP flying to the upside. Money flow starting to curve back up. 5-day money flow creeping its way back up. Now, I'm not getting too excited until these start to cross over into the green, but you're starting to get some nice curvature here, so not too bad. Your 4-day is getting so close to crossing over into the green here. And again, no bull divs here on Ethereum, but you are getting momentum and money flow starting to come to the upside. Just general market cipher strategy. Basic market cipher strategy. Momentum pushing up. Money flow pushing up, pointing to the upside. Everything is wanting to flow to the upside. Obviously, we know to be careful in a bear market because likely in a bear market, you could see everything flowing to the upside, but then you just kind of come into the green for a second and then flow right back down. So we're cautious about that in a bear market, but things have to turn around at some point. So we have to be ready as if it's going to flip every single time, even if it's not gonna. I'm back, boys. What's going on, Lane? Super happy to see you here, bro. Now we just need Jimmy Void. Jimmy Two Shoes. Salud, my bro. We're still cheersing you, bro. Salud, my friend. He will be back. Jimmy Void actually sent me a package in the mail. We love Jimmy. He's busy with a bunch of other stuff, but he is still a loyal CandleMafia member. But taking a look here, 4-day green dot is confirmed. VWAP flying to the upside. 4-day money flow is about to cross over into the green, or not about to, but getting very close. Money flow in the green on your 3-day with that confirmed green dot. VWAP sticking straight up. 2-day, looking to roll over here with your VWAP, but money flow actually on the 2-day starting to, making lower highs here, actually stair-stepping its way out. Now, taking a look at your daily, daily getting a bit overbought here. Money flow is crossing over into the red, but that VWAP is likely to come back down. So, yeah, may cool off here in the short term. Overbought on your 16-hour. Money flow in the green, though. That doesn't look too bad to me. No bear div on your 10-hour, but very overbought. Looking to print a red dot here pretty soon. I do think you could cool off here soon for Ethereum. Same thing here. No real bear div on your 6-hour. Your 5-hour red dot is printing. Your 4-hour red dot is also printing. Coming on down to your lower time frames just to get an idea of what the market is doing. Money flow coming out on your 10-minute. Money flow coming out on your 12-minute, crossing back into the green, but likely is going to push back into the red, in my opinion. And your 15-minute getting very close to crossing over into the red. You are putting in not really, actually. Yeah, slight bullish divergence on the 15-minute, but with the 4-hour fresh red dot, I do think it's likely that you continue to cool off a little bit here for Ethereum, as we already kind of have. Maybe you kind of head and shoulder out here a little bit, swoop, swoop, swoop. But yeah, some levels to be looking at for Ethereum are going to be, let's populate these levels. Now, longer term as well. Let's turn on that VPVR. Bada boom, bada bing. There we go. Okay. So as you can see, we are coming up against this extremely high volume node. This is what's giving us resistance right now, but very similar to Bitcoin, guys. I think it's very important to realize that basically I'm just going to put a box around all of our price action here, right? So we basically come up to, and I'm actually going to turn down the opacity of this just a little bit so we can see a little better. And then boom, and then the border will make purple, and we'll make that strong. Okay, so this is basically we are testing, right? We tested these highs multiple times. Here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So this is technically the 4th test of resistance. So shout out to Overcome for the $2 super chat. I appreciate that, bro. What the heck is going on with these super chats? Frankie, can we get some gala levels, buddy? Jesse, absolutely. We're going to get into the alts in just a second. I actually have a lot of alts I want to look at today. But Something to note here, guys. Big volume gap for the most part, right? So you have a little spike here, a little spike here, a little spike there. But other than that, pretty empty void up here until we get to this level of about 1550 all the way up to about 1600 to revisit this little range that we traded in not too long ago. Could be headed back into that range. Now, if we do wind up breaking out of here, shout out to Burke3, says your beard is looking extra sexy today. Hey, shout out to Burke. I think Burke knows how to get me going because, guys, I'm a little self-conscious about the beard, guys. I mean, I don't get the best beard in the world. I mean, it's kind of, I've been growing this out for 6 years. It's pretty full. It's kind of patchy though. But hey, Burke, I'll take it. I'll take the compliments when I can get it. I appreciate that. And thank you for the 223 super chat. I really do appreciate that, brother. I appreciate you being such a big part of the CandleMafia. You've been here for like ever. I really do appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Can I show you the VRVP settings? Absolutely not. Those are secret settings that I'll never give away ever in my life. I'm just kidding. Yeah, here you go. Actually, the video on how I set up all of my volume profile tools. So if you want to get a deeper understanding of how I use the VRVP to trade and how I use volume profile in my trading and all the custom settings I use, you can check out those videos. Hopefully one of the mods can link them. I know those videos are sometimes hard to dig back and find, but if they can, I would love it if they could share that link with you so you can go check those out after. But my row size is 200. My value area is 70. And then usually I have the value area high, the value area low, and POC selected, so it gives me those levels. You can see perfect confluence in the box that we just drew. But those are the levels right there. I think that's all I change. All I change is I turn these 3 boxes on, and then row size 200, value area 70. And then the only other thing I change is colors, like the white. I have white and black instead of blue and yellow or whatever the default is. So there you go. Oh, there you go. God, Rob is quick with the videos. Let's go. Shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob. You're the man. Anyway, continuing on here, guys. If we get Ethereum to break out above these levels and decisively flip this level of about 1350 from resistance to support, we could see price start to fly up through this low volume gap, stopping basically at this value area high / I would assume value area low of this little range, fly right through this low volume gap into this level here of about 1475. And then if we can get up here, we could potentially start trading up here in this range once again between about 1650 and about 1480. Shout out to Lazaro Alberto, excuse me. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for that super chat. He says, is Optimism and Lido a good hold? Your thoughts? Yeah, Optimism. We have a guy in the office. His name is Johnny. He's the man. He's a huge Optimism guy. And Lido, I don't know too much about Lido. We're going to take a look at both of them in just a second. But yeah, I will. Yeah, we'll take a look at those in just a second. I honestly need to do my own deeper research into Optimism. I am interested in Optimism. Again, Lido, I don't really have too much knowledge on, but I do like Optimism, and we will take a look at the chart in just a second. Thank you for that super chat. I do appreciate you. I don't have my notepad here, but I got to write that down so I don't forget. Let's see. Is he using TradingView? Yes, I am. Jason, shout out to Jason. I am using TradingView. I use TradingView to do all my charts. And then if you guys do want to sign up to trade with or without leverage to long or short your favorite coins, or just buy for your spot bags, definitely check out BitGet. We've been trading on BitGet a lot. Really been liking it. They have some really, really cool features. They also have a reversal button where if you're short, you can click one button, flip it to a long, and it will just reverse your position, which is pretty cool. I don't use stuff like that very often, but I do play with it on BitGet sometimes just because it's fun. We do have a link in the description if you guys want to get some discounts and help support the channel. You guys can use our link in the description down below, and the mods will probably put it in the chat. If not, you can just go to their website and not use our link. Either way, that's totally fine. But yeah, definitely sign up with BitGet. They are super, super, super cool. I've been using them for a few months now and really, really enjoying it. When AMA, Dave Digital, fire away, my man. AMA right now. Shout out to Dave Digital. But Okay, so yeah, that is kind of what I'm looking at for Ethereum. Understand that we are coming up to serious resistance. However, we could break into this low volume pocket and things could get exciting very quickly. So just could come down a little bit, but when we do start moving back to the upside, if we do, it could get pretty crazy. Can you check LRC? What do you think about Jupiter? Life's Prodigy. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that super chat. Yes, I could take a look at LRC. Just a heads up for anybody who is new to the stream. We look at altcoins right about now. We're going to start looking at them because we always start with the King alt, and then we're gonna jump into the alts right now because we are running out of time. But just so you guys know, I don't want everybody like wasting their money. Super chats I do try to read every single super chat, obviously, but it does not guarantee that we look at the altcoin that you mentioned. I do try to prioritize them, but it does not guarantee we will look at them. If it was like that, then we'd be here for 7 hours, not 2 hours. Jimmy with a stimmy in the chat. Let's go, baby. I'm throwing Jimmy with a stimmy. I mean, stimmy is in his name. You got to throw the money. It's just the stimmy money. The stimmy money coming. I don't know if he's talking about a stimulus check or a stim from COD. I don't know. Shout out to Yukin. Light the beam, baby. Let's go. There's just it's going to take forever to clean up. But anyway, guys, that's what I'm looking at on Ethereum. Some good levels to watch for a pullback. Real quick, I'm not going to go too deep into this. I would look for a potential pullback to this value area high coming in at about 1290. That would be a decent level to find some support. We also do have a local golden pocket coming all the way down to about 1275. If we go lower than that, you can see we do have a little bit of a high volume node here at the beginning of that golden pocket, so should be pretty strong. If we lose that, might be on our way down to that POC coming in at about 1215. But I will keep you guys updated, if we get any crazy movement. All right. Yeah, Rune. Okay, yeah, okay. So let's move on to the altcoins, guys. Going to start with Gala. I know Gala's been going ballistic. Let's look at the KuCoin chart. Oh, my God. Gala. Somebody pump the brakes on Gala. Jeez. This thing is up big time, guys. Big time. 230. Oh, my God. Oh, she's ripping, boys. She's ripping. All right. So, God, 231% in the past. God, 230% in the past 10 days. Insane. You could, oh, God, man, that is insane. Shout out to Rob. Thank you for the list, my man. Same here, but at 42x because YOLO. Let's go. Satoshi, I'm sad. Don't be sad, Satoshi. We got your back, bro. Okay. Continuing on here, Mafia strong tonight. Some real OGs in here. That's right. A little bit of price action. The OGs come back, baby. Let's get it. That's why they're OGs. Okay. Taking a look at Gala, guys. This thing is going absolutely ballistic. Everyone wants to know the short levels. All right, so let's dig in, right? First of all, I do just want to point out, guys, we look at altcoins all the time on this live stream. Now, this is not me, trying to get views, although it would technically result in me getting more views. I will say this, guys. We do 2-hour live streams every single weekday at 5:45 p.m. Every single weekday for 2 hours. So we have a lot of time to look at these altcoins, and you guys will know on coins like Gala, on coins like ADA, these are coins that when we look at them during our altcoin section, which we are now in. I never, ever use our little topic thing here. We are in our altcoin section now. On coins like this, guys, we have been looking at these for a while. Now, I did not take this trade, but I'm just saying we were looking at Gala absolutely dumping, making low after low after low. But one thing we did notice recently was I really wish we could find a better way to clip things, but it's very hard to catch all these clips. But we did put a bullish divergence in on some pretty high time frames on Gala. 16-hour bullish divergence. Daily bullish divergence. 3-day no bullish divergence. Actually, no. 3-day bullish divergence. Massive bullish divergence. Lower lows, higher lows. As you can see, bullish divergence on very high time frames. So not the most crazy thing that this thing is absolutely ripped. However, Just wanted to point that out. We look at things like this all the time on the live stream. It's impossible for me to get every single trade that we look at, for me to enter every single trade that we look at, but we point all this stuff out. Let's see. Continuing on, let's actually see where this thing could be going. Is it time to cool off? I have not looked yet, but I would assume so. Let's see. Your daily is definitely oversold, right? So that is definitely more of a short-term bearish signal. Your 16-hour is printing a red dot, 12-hour red dot, 10-hour red dot is confirmed, and you do have a 6-hour bearish divergence here. But let's find the key levels. Did we come up to any significant levels? I cannot believe this thing 2x'd in the past 10 days. That's insane. Okay, so let's pull some fib levels here. Let's pull it from this high all the way to the low. Let's pull it down to this. Boom. Okay, so there you go. Local golden pocket also came up to the highest volume node of all of this price action all the way back to August of 2021. Highest volume node. We are coming up to the POC of the macro range. This would be a very, very key level. This is the biggest area of volume traded over the entire price action, right? So, and we have a local golden pocket there. So very strong level. I think it's safe to assume that this is a very key level, right? So we're going to mark that out with our box. I'm actually going to change this to here, to here, to here. Bring it up a little bit. Bada boom. Okay. Very key level of resistance. Okay, so now let's go ahead. Also, we have this level here, which is our macro value area low. And we also have our macro value area high. So I'm gonna label this value area high. We're gonna label this. We're gonna label this. We're gonna label this POC, and then we're gonna label this value area low. If you guys are interested in how I am doing this with the labeling these quickly with those templates, you could check out the top 3 TradingView secret video that I put out not too long ago. Yeah, coming up to some pretty key levels of resistance here. Going to go ahead and come down into a lower time frame here. So, yeah, big level here. This would be a decent level to look for. Some shorts also would look for a potential push back up. Now, everything does look super overbought. Red dots everywhere. Super key level. However, not impossible to push through to that 786 at about 6 cents. Something to keep an eye out for. Finally, a Valentine's rally. Santa rally didn't work out. But hey, if Valentine's doesn't work out, we'll just move over to the next holiday. No problem. Yeah, likely we could cool off a little bit here, guys. Looking for some top signals here. We did get a bearish divergence on your 4-hour at that key level of resistance. Boom. Massive higher highs. And you did get some nice lower highs here with that confirmed red dot. So that is confirmed bearish divergence on that 4-hour with your 16-hour red dot as well, and your daily very overbought and the VWAP curving down. In my opinion, it is likely that we could cool off a bit here. Did you get the 8-hour? No bear div on the 8-hour. Your 5-hour bear div is confirmed. 6-hour red dot confirmed. Your 2-hour bear divs are everywhere. Yeah, so you are getting bearish divergences. Money flow on those lower time frames, 15-minute crossing over. When you get that crossover into the red on the money flow, that is where you could potentially see a decent move to the downside. That is what I would be looking for another decent move down. Let's see, your 30-minute money flow is also coming out. Yeah, your 8-hour red dot is printing. 30-minute money flow may give you a big move down as well. That is something I would look for. But yeah, definitely came up to a pretty key level here. Not impossible to cool off a bit. Some levels I would look to pull back to, potentially this level here. Oops. This level here at about 0.037 cents. Underneath that, 0.034 cents. And then you got a little bit of a gap all the way down here to about, 0.024 cents. So those are some levels to the downside that you can look at. But definitely tapped that very key local golden pocket / macro POC. So I wish I had been looking at Gala specifically because that was a perfect little tap of that key level. Could have caught a way better entry on that. Yeah, like if you were looking at this 30-minute you could have caught this bearish divergence right at that level of resistance and got a very, very good entry right here, right? Whoops. I could have got in right here. Come on. I keep hitting the wrong button. What is going on? There you go. Right there. Boom. Could have caught it from this green line, and you would already be up, 16% without leverage. So, yeah, that is definitely yeah. But that has passed, guys. You would want to be looking more at that 4-hour bear div, 5-hour bear div. For potential moves downside. But basically what I would be looking at for here is going to be that 30-minute and 15-minute money flow crossover into the red before we get a decent move to the downside. All right, moving on. Taking a look at ADA. We're going to rip through these because they are we are running out of time. Okay, so similar setup as Gala, guys. Same thing, by the way. Massive bullish divergences at the bottom here. These are just pointing this out so you guys can be keen to seeing this stuff before it happens. Massive bullish divergence on the 5-hour. You could have taken that as a scalp trade, and then you would have wound up flying this thing up. Shout out to Cardano, up 45% over the past few days. But, you had this also on your daily time frame. Nice bull div on your daily. Looking at the weekly, no bull div on the weekly. But you did get them on the daily. You got them on all these higher time frames. Just ways that you could see bottoms coming in, guys. And you don't always have to take Hail Mary trades, guys. Treat it as a scalp. Lock in profits. If it flies, you hit a grand slam. But coming up to a very, very, very key level of resistance. And I don't know if I would call it very, very, very key. But it is a pretty high volume node here. So coming down to the daily, you can see, come on, volume, there you go. Boom, we came up to this very, very high volume node. It's basically the point of control, or was the point of control of that previous range we were looking at. Boom. Okay, so if we are able to break above this level at about 35 cents, I would look to potentially get a move up to that 46-cent level. Let's go ahead and pull some fibs on this thing. Bada boom, bada bing. There you go. That's probably the one we're looking at right here. Could have been a 786 test. But I would watch this level here, right? You have a 786, a local golden, and this high volume node, right? This high volume node right here. This is likely, if you continue up, going to give you some big, big resistance. However, we obviously did get we do have a pretty key level of resistance right above us, right here. Yeah, it might have been that 786 test, to be honest with you. But I would also watch this level up here. You do have that high volume node, high-ish volume node right here. So yeah, let's see. Daily is looking to cool off just a little bit. Adam, we will take a look at Adam, no problem. 16-hour red dot printing, 12-hour red dot printing. Yeah, these are all, this is also looking like it could potentially cool off a bit here. No bearish divergences. Yeah, no bear divs, at least on those time frames. Coming down to the lower time frames. Dang, this thing is, this thing was just, sheesh. Yeah, Ada wanted to go. Ada really, really wanted to go. But yeah, let's see. We got the 4-hour red dot confirmed. Let's see, 8-hour. Yeah, I would look for a similar thing here. Your 30-minute money flow crossover is likely going to be the next spot that you have a move to the downside. I am not using this tool to signal a short. I'm not saying enter a short here. I'm just simply using this for a estimation of how low we can go. So yeah, I would say, this level here, retesting these highs would be a decent level to look if you are in a short and you're already in it from the top. Congratulations, you're already up about 10% without leverage. I don't know if you are using leverage, you're probably up much more than that. But if you do come down, I would look to take profits potentially at about 3 cents even. and then maybe take some at about 30 cents even, and then about 29 cents might be another good level to take some profit. And if you lose that level, probably looking to take some profit at around 28 cents or 0.2818 cents. So something like that if you are in a short already and you got up all the way, and you got it, let's say you got in all the way up there. You're already in profit. Those are some take profit levels that I would be looking at. If you lose the level that we just bounced off of at about 31 cents, could be a quick move all the way down to about 30 cents, and then eventually coming down to these higher volume nodes. So there you go. 30-minute money flow would be the thing that I'm watching on ADA as well. Let's see. Going to ride it out. TA is solid. Gotta trust it. Absolutely. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Trust your TA. And hey, sometimes your TA is going to be wrong, and that's okay. You could catch the next one, so don't fret too hard. 720 people still in the stream, guys. Go ahead and smash that like button, guys. We're going for 700 likes on the stream. Did I say 600? I meant 700. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, it's just I get tripped up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding, guys. But yeah, let's go for 7. Let's rack it up as high as we can possibly go. Last time we did it, we got like 1,500 likes on a random Tuesday. Shout out to the Finding UFOs. But continuing on here, let's take a look at Atom. All right, let's see. And also, guys, just so you know, on Atom, I'm not saying, like, this 30-minute money flow crossover, I'm not expecting it to be, like, a dump down to 0. But it's likely to continue to cool off at least a little bit. So just so you know, I don't want people to think, like this is like, oh, dump it to 0. But, that 30-minute money flow crossover is likely where you get another big move to the downside. Atom, here we go. Drinking the water, guys. We're bringing the water into 2023. We didn't drink any water in 2022, only Aztec and Cactus Moss water and that black coffee. But in 2023, we're bringing out that fresh, cold water. Let's see. Shout out to Kelly Boy. He says, I love TA, and I do trust. Y'all's help with the confidence, brother. Y'all's help is the confidence booster. Shout out to Kelly Boy. Let's go. Yeah, shout out to you, man. Jessica says 20 spins. Fine. 700 likes. We spin the wheel 20 times. Let's go. Has Frank already gone over Solana? No, we will take a look at Solana in a second. No worry. 15-minute looks good on Atom. Trigger wave. Let's go ahead and check it. Looking at the Bybit chart for something, for a change here. Now, I want you guys to notice something here. Notice me, senpai. Okay. So this is basically what we're looking at here. I just want you guys to notice low volume gap, quick move to the upside, right? This is right. We had a quick move to the downside here. Likely was going to be a quick move to the upside here, and it was. I just like to reiterate that for anybody who just so it burns into your brains. All right, they say 15-minute trigger wave. Interesting. Let's see. Yeah, nice little trigger wave here. But let's go top down first. Let's go top down. Get an idea of what's going on the higher time frames before we continue to the lowers. Okay, so the daily, this actually looks a little bit different. Now, we are starting to cool off with the VWAP here a little bit, but we are not as far along as the other time frames. Money flow is in the green, so that is a good thing. 3-day looking to cool off. 2-day kind of binging and bonging. 16-hour is looking for that bearish divergence. So I would be careful of that. Massively higher highs with your lower highs here. So again, not a dump down to 0. Money flow still does look decently healthy. However, I would keep an eye on this. It's not going to play out in the next 3 minutes, but I would just keep an eye on this. It is a higher time frame, so it will take time to play out if it's going to. But just something to keep an eye on. Doesn't mean a little 15-minute scalp long might not work out. Just keep an eye on this, and let's keep moving on. Crypto Schmito Schmo. Shout out to you, man. He says, Frankie's TA is on point. Candle gang. Let's go. Shout out to Crypto Schmipo. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you very much. Notice me, senpai. Notice me. Frankie, a weeb confirmed. I'm a Naruto. Run out of here when y'all go. Oh, you're funny, Wick. Let's go. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm referencing the right thing there. I'm just referencing that like weird guy, that viral clip of that weird guy with the hair. Notice me, senpai. I don't even know that guy's name, but yeah, shout out to that guy. We've confirmed. Let's go. How long does the 16-hour take to play out? It's hard to put a number on it, but one thing you can say is it takes much longer than something like the 1 hour, right? You just have to remember that it takes 16 hours to print one candle on this time frame. So just remember that. So, the next one prints in 15 hours and 38 minutes. So you have 15 hours for another candle to print. So take that for what it's worth. Like this big dump, right? This was a very aggressive dump right here. This actually did take this took 3 days to play out, right? A dump like that on the 1 hour, if I could find one, right? Like a dump like that, I'm pretty sure that's the same dump. But yeah, like a dump like this, this could probably be comparable. This dump, let's see, is probably taken less than 3 days. So yeah, this dump took 1 day, right? So big dump like that, obviously percentage-wise is not going to be as severe as the 16-hour, but it plays out quicker, if that makes sense. But continuing on here, potential 16-hour bear div. I would be keeping an eye on this. Doesn't mean that this thing can't catch support on the 0 line and fly to the upside, but you are coming up to your macro value area low here, which is an interesting level to keep an eye on. POC, value area high. Boom. Okay. Keeping an eye on that 16-hour bear div, 12-hour bear div. Now you get into the 10-hour is printing the bear div, right? So you have your higher highs into your resistance level with a bear div on the 10-hour printing. So this would be a pretty bearish signal. And then you also have you are testing this local golden pocket. So you could either catch support on this or reject this. However, I will say this. On a lot of these bear divs, you guys, obviously in a big uptrend, you're going to continually make bearish divergences. The one thing I would be cautious with on these bear divs, it's definitely printing. It's definitely a bearish signal, especially because you came up to test this key level. You have your 786 fib level as well as this other point. Is this the point of control? I think this is the point of control. So you are testing important resistance with a bearish signal. However, sometimes these bear divs, they will play out, but they'll only give you like a little move down like that, and then you start to create a bull pennant, right? So doesn't mean all the bullish action is over. It just means you may kind of either break down a little bit, correct, or you might just start to bullishly consolidate before another move to the upside. But chances are you will come down at least somewhat based off of that bearish divergence into your resistance. All right. So 8-hour also printing that bear div, your 6-hour printing the bear div, and your 5-hour has confirmed it. Your 4-hour has also confirmed it. Money flow on the 3-hour is coming out pretty aggressively. It is also coming out on the 4-hour. And then your 8-hour, 15-minute money flow is in the red. 12-minute is in the red coming back up. And then your 30-minute. This is what I would look for. If you may just bullishly consolidate here, creating a bull pennant, right? But if you are going to break down further, I would look for this 30-minute money flow crossover into the red. There you go. All right, moving on. Let's see. Jonathan Schaefer in the chat. Jonathan, we were just talking about you, my dude. We were just talking about you. He says, check out the Dixie. The 50 and 200 daily SMA have crossed, and EMA about to cross. Hey, Jonathan. I saw you bring this up in the Discord, bro. We were just talking about you saying, oh, we got 666 people in here. Only means one thing. We're going to hit 700 likes. Smash that like button for Jonathan Schaefer bringing up the death cross on the DXY. Now, Jonathan, we already talked about it, bro. We shouted you out. We were calling for you. Your ears must have been ringing because we were calling for you. Jonathan obviously pointed this out in the Discord. This is something I've been waiting for, but haven't been checking on. So thank you, Jonathan, for bringing this back to my attention. Thank you for bringing it back to my attention. We took a look at it, bro. You got a whole section of the live stream. We talked about it. We shouted you out like 3 times. Thank you for pointing that out. Definitely very interesting. And then I guess when we're done, go back and like listen to what I had to say about it. Very, very interesting. There's only been really one time that we've had this crossover on the DXY, and we got to move down. Every other time, we basically got to move up. So definitely very interesting to look at it. And shout out again to you, Jonathan, for pointing that out, man. You're the man. Let's go. Shout out to Lane Hughes. I don't know why I said that. Also, don't forget Matic, bro. The 2-second check didn't count. Shout out to Sass Gamer. We will definitely check that out. No problem, brother. But yeah, there you go, guys. There is Adam, kind of how I'm feeling. I'd watch out for the bull pennant to form here, and we will check back out in on this and see what has happened. Feeding my baby till just now. Let's go. Yes, Daddy Zach. Yes, watch that 30-minute money flow on Adam. If that's what you're asking. I don't know if you're asking me. DJ Frank Anashi, how about them spins? Shout out to Tyler Durden. We will check out Matic real quick, and then we will get to the spins. Shout out to Tyler Durden. I love you for reminding me that I'm a DJ because sometimes I forget. Okay, yeah, there we go. Solana Matic spins. Shout out to Rob. Oh, God, man. We got the best mods, man. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I love you guys. You guys are crazy. Anyway, continuing on here. What happened? What happened? Did our bear flag play? Oh, no. We're back in the flag. We're back in the flag, guys. Oh, no. Code red. Code red. We're back in the flag. Oh, no. Nasty. Nasty. I'm just kidding. All right. Taking a look here at Matic. Again, daily cooling off. 16-hour looking to print that red dot. Money flow looking across to the upside. 12-hour looking to print the red dot. Money flow crossing to the upside. 10-hour red dot, money flow crossing to the upside. Yeah, continuing on. 8-hour red dot, 6-hour red dot, 4-hour. Yeah, no bear divs. No bear divs on here, but you are getting the rejection still. They don't care about the bear divs. There you go. You got them on the 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour bear div. Did you nice. Boom. Are you going to continue down here? Let's take a look. Let's see. We got the 8-hour red dot, 15. I mean, same thing. 15-minute money flow coming into the downside. 4-hour red dot. I'd look for bullish consolidation. Not saying we can't go lower, but I would be cautious. If you are shorting this stuff, I would be cautious of bullish consolidation. 15-minute, yeah. I'd watch the 15 through the 15, 24, and 30-minute money flow crossovers into the red for another move down. Higher hourlies are looking to cool off a bit. Your 1 hour might be looking to come back up. So, yeah, you might just kind of consolidate here before breaking down lower. But, again, I would keep an eye out for, one of these, right? Boom, come up, boom, right? And then you get your bull pennant, and then bang to the upside. But you'll never know. You'll never know. You will know, but, you never know. You could just break out of that flag to the downside. But I would be cautious with these shorts. Just be careful because we are in an uptrend, right? If you come to the daily, you are starting to get into an uptrend here. All right, let's see if we can check out Solana real quick. Boom. Again, Solana is tapping the door to a very, very low volume gap. Basically, this giant collapse between about $18 and, almost $35. Almost a 2x. If we rip through this thing, you're going to get almost a 2x. Not saying it's going to happen, but it's very, very close. So let's, yeah. Did you get any of the, okay. Yeah. Check in the, okay, no bear. There you go. Did you get the 4-hour bear div? No. Yikes, man. The bear divs escaped us all. 1 hour bearish divergence brought you down a bit. You are sitting on a, yeah, you are sitting right above this low volume gap. So, bada boom, bada boom. If we do lose this level, I would look for a move down to about, 1475 and potentially get another move back down to the scene of the crime, which was the breakout of this bull pennant. Bada boom. Come on. Bada boom, bada bing. There you go. This was basically the warning sign on just about everything that we were going to break out, right? This isn't the cleanest bull pennant, but this showed up on almost everything before it ripped to the upside. So these are some levels to the downside. Again, looking very similar to a lot of other things. You have 8-hour red dot looking to print. Your 6 hours printing. Your 5 hours confirmed. 4-hour also have the confirmed red dot. Again, watching that 30-minute money flow crossover with that 6 to 8 hour red dot is the sweet spot for a potential move to the downside. And then again, low volume gap to about 1475. If you lose that, I'd look to come down into the 13s. Quick and dirty on Solana. We are running out of time. Okay, and I'm adding XRP. Shout out to Honda Man. You are an OG, bro. I can't let this go. You again, the $9.99 super chat. But yeah, just so you guys know, never guaranteed that we look at your altcoin. If you super chat, is not guaranteed. I don't want anyone wasting their money. But Honda Man, I got you. XRP, please, boss. Thanks for all Thanks for all the wealth of knowledge I've learned since you started your channel, bro. Honda Man, I got you, bro. Not a problem at all. Anytime, bro. I am blessed to be in this. Blessed to be in the position I am to help you guys like this. It's very rewarding. Okay. XRP. We're going to fly through this, my man. We're going to fly through it. Money flow coming to the upside. No crossover into the green, though. VWAP starting to roll over. Your weekly hasn't even printed a green dot yet. So this might be a delayed pumper. Let's just hope it doesn't miss the pump altogether. 4-day green dot is printing. This was happening on everything else a while ago. XRP lagging behind just a little bit. 3-day. Taking a look at the daily. Money flow coming up. 16-hour. Money flow creeping up towards that zero line. Yeah, XRP lagging slightly behind everything. Getting that money flow crossover into the green on the 10-hour, but your VWAP might step on it and bring it right back into the red. 8-hour looking for the red dot. 6-hour looking for the red dot. Your 4-hour is now printing your red dot. Looking for the 12 and 15-minute money flow crossovers into the red. Your 10, so I'd watch between the 10 and the 15-minute money flow crossing over into the red with your 3 and 4-hour red dots. But yeah, lagging a bit behind everything. So I would look for this 4-hour to pull us down just a little bit before getting another move to the upside. Maybe you pull a little bit of a head and shoulders. Maybe you do a little boom. Little bit of a head and shoulders potentially. But yeah, looking for that 15-minute money flow crossover for the next move to the downside. Things do look like they may want to cool off a little bit short term, but be careful. Be careful, people. Because a lot of times we like to sign off on the live stream. All right, guys, Frankie Candle's out. Bing bong. And then we walk out and then it just rips. So just be careful there. But that's what I'm looking at on XRP. Shout out to you for the super chat, man. I do appreciate you, Honda Man. I really do appreciate that. But without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and pull up our wheel of pain and pleasure. So we could give away some of these books and even potentially give away some of this crypto. Be careful, 99X only. Shout out to Dave Digital. Shout out to Jason Casper in the chat. Jason says, don't dump yet. Please don't dump yet. Shout out to Jason Casper. What is going on, bro? Thank you for being here. He's long XRP. Oh, baby. 650 likes, guys. If we get 700 likes before we finish spinning the wheel, we will spin it 20 times. We got 600 likes, though, so we got to spin it at least 10 times. 650 at that. Let's go. Yes, XRP is going to go crazy here very soon. Drops, baby. Let's go. Shout out to Burke. All right. Give him a giveaway, baby. Give him a dang giveaway. Give him one more. Bada bing. Bing bong. Let's go. Let's see. Thank you very much, all. Shout out to Ben the Yellow Cap. Thank you for being here, man. Thanks for all the great times, bro. No problem, Honda Man. I got you, bro. Thank you for being here. You make the times great. Give another giveaway. Here we go, guys. Don't forget, Georgia's got you covered with Georgia Access. Only enrollment ends on January 15th, 2023. I'm just kidding, guys. Just kidding. All right. Frankie, can we take a look at BNB before we leave, please? Mr. Marks. Maybe. 15 spins. Is that true? Shout out to Jason Casper. Is that true? Jason, how you feeling right now? How you feeling? Continued pump, or you think we got more room to the upside? Let me know. Always dropping gems. Bing bong. Shout out to DJ Mad. Let's go. Let's see. All right, here we go. I almost said one more. I'm not trying to rug pull you guys that hard. All right. Oh my God, the ads are crazy on this website. Let's see. Bing bong. Shout out to Addy V. Pamp. Oh boy. Pamp. Oh my God. I don't like this. You see Pampers? Is this a Pampers ad? I can't be having Pampers. Adobe. I'm fine with Adobe. Pampers. I not yet, guys. Not yet. 15 spins is true. Okay. Shout out to Rob. Debunking the conspiracy theories. Who hacked the wheel? Oh God. Mrs. Candles heard Pampers commercials and came in here like, what? Oh, we got a book. Shout out to Crypto Billy. We're giving away a book. Let's get it. Jason says, I think we can get another push I'm not ready to die on that hill, though. Yeah, I feel that. It does look like, to me, the higher time frames do look like we could potentially push up, but we do have that news coming out. This week, I heard there was some news, and then someone said it was the 31st, but it should be fun. But depends on you, Frankie. No rush. Already appreciate the lesson. Hey, Mr. Marks, I got you, bro. We'll get you right after we're done spinning these wheels. Okay, Mrs. Candles came to bring me a screw. She brought me a screw here. Nice. Daddy Zach throwing in that last-minute super chat. Guys, working me overtime today. Let's get it. All right, let's go. I want a book. Mrs. Candles is making some weird noises, guys. All right, here we go. 7. Here we go. What do we got? We got 15 spins. I got to start banging these out. But yeah, Jason, I would go. Whoa, I would go ahead and agree with you there. Potential another push to the upside, or we're gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, oh no, what happened? Gonna be very interesting trading day tomorrow for sure. Shout out my wife's name, Ivory. Ivory. I used to use you as soap. Well, not you, but I used to use your name as soap, Ivory soap. Now I use Dove. I'm just kidding. I use Old Spice body wash for anyone who cares. All right, let's see. Get the baby registry ready. There's Pampers ads happening on here, so I don't know what you're looking up over there, Mrs. Candles, but don't rush anything, okay? All right, here we go. Chat's going wild. Coming to Long Beach with Ben? Oh, California, you mean, Honda Man? I thought you were talking about Long Beach, New York. I don't. For the book tour? Is that for the book tour? I'm gonna try to get in there somewhere, man. I will tell you this, guys. We are doing the Pluto Alliance BitBoy Crypto Cruise. I will be on that cruise. I know it's like a pretty big barrier to get. Cruises aren't cheap, obviously. But I know I am going on that. But I don't know if I'm gonna be on the book tours. I would love to come meet you guys though. But it's bear market. It's bear market, guys. Once the bull market kicks off, we will be doing a lot more meetups and stuff. And we'll even do, I'll be going to the BitBoy stuff, and then we'll definitely be doing stuff of our own as well, CandleMafia stuff as well. Gala's running up right now. Let's get it. This is going crazy. Frankie in an Old Spice commercial, just his calves. I'm just riding a big calf. I show up as half calf, half human. Maybe. All right, what do you get? We got one more spin, baby. Let's run it up. Let's try to get 700 likes before the end of the stream, guys. Congrats on the baby. Oh, DJ Mad. Shout out to you, bro. Mrs. Candle said, take that back. Oh, and we got another book. Shout out to Crypto Billy for donating these books, man. You are the best. 3 book giveaways today. We got 3 books and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 crypto giveaways and 3 books. Shout out to Crypto Billy one more time for donating those books. And I will say this. I'm a man of the people, so we're going to take a look at BNB for Daddy Zach. Thank you for the $10 super chat. And we're going to take a look at XRP. Oh, wait, no. Honda Man, we already looked at XRP. What else were we going to look at? Someone else said something. There were 2 coins, XRP, or maybe I was thinking of BNB. XRP we could look at before we go because I'm a man of because Daddy Zach's the man. And I thought someone else called something else out, but I can't take any more requests. That's gonna be the last thing we look at is not XRP, BNB. Let's take a look here. Let's see, BNB. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Daily. Daily looking to cool off. 16-hour red dot. Let's see. What are the BitLab indicators saying? Yeah, this is another thing. I should have brought this up before, guys. Getting pretty toppy on the daily as far as the BitLab indicators go. Last time we were at this level, we did get moves down. Got an RSI divergence on BitLab Market Intelligence as well. But let's see. 16-hour red dot, 12-hour red dot, 8-hour red dot. What's the lower time frames? 10-minute money flow coming up. Interesting. Yeah, it's that 30-minute money flow is what I would be watching for, guys, for potential moves to the downside. Yeah, you did get a bull div here. Slight bullish divergence on that 12-minute. Yeah, do you get it on the 15? Yeah, you got it on the 15 too. Potential pump back up If we are not going to smash this high, I would look for a retest of this golden pocket at about 278. Potential push into that 786 at about 280. But yeah, that is basically what I would be looking at on BNB. Potential cool off here, right? Like VWAP. Yeah, this is kind of hard to call, to be honest. 8-hour red dot. It might not give you anything, right? Like all these other. Yeah, lower time frames look like it may want to give you a little retrace before continuing to the downside. So maybe a little short-term retrace into these levels here before rolling back over to the 8-hour. But just remember that, guys, when you're in a bullish environment like this, sometimes things just rip out of nowhere. But yeah, has Frankie looked over Algo earlier? We did not get a chance to look at Algo. OP was what you were going to look at. Yo, Alex in here like, oh, yeah, I think it was this we were going to look at. All right, quick look at OP. I will, Tyler and mods, feel free to take off if you guys have places to be. We don't typically go this long, but I'm just doing it for the people. We got a little bit of action here, so why not take a look? OP, I was actually helping someone in the office today. Johnny, our boy Johnny, loves OP, and he was looking to short OP, and I told him, hey, bro, I'm not going to go through and find the levels right now, but I said, hey, bro, you got a little 1-hour bear div forming here. Might be a decent spot to get into a short, and he took it. I said, not financial advice, and he said, I don't care, I'll do my own TA. And he said, hey, I agreed with you, and it came down, and he hit it. He hit it for like, yeah, he hit it. He used high leverage, too. About 7%, not too bad. Please, for the love of God, measure tool go away. But yeah, this is looking very similar to all these other things. Red dots printing on the higher hourlies. Lower time frames are looking like they may want to give a little bit of a retrace. But, you know, generally things do look like they want to cool off on the medium to higher hourly time, or just the higher hourly time frames, and the daily even does look like it wants to cool off a bit. But again, be very careful in environments like this. We are in a bullish environment, guys. And then, you know, if we wanted to go ahead and pull this wonky volume here, you know, yeah, kind of hard to read in an explosive move like this. But let's see. What kind of levels are we coming down to? Yeah, I mean, you are shout out to Daddy Zach. Yeah, I got you guys. So you are pushing into this local 786, likely to give you a little bit of resistance here. Again, if you don't get a big correction here, I would keep an eye out for some bullish consolidation for a potential continued move to the upside. So, guys, that one was quick and dirty. I am running out of time here. I got Mrs. Candles, like, kicking me in the side. She's like, I'm hungry. I'm just kidding. She didn't say that. Ow. She didn't say that. She didn't actually say that. I'm just joking, guys. But with all that being said, guys, we still got 526 people in here. I really do appreciate everybody hanging out with me. Finally, an exciting stream with exciting price action. Something to look at other than flat candles. I appreciate everybody. You guys have the, you have the key levels that we're looking at. I'm not trying to look at I'm not looking at Algo right now off screen just to hook up our boy randomness. But I'm just saying, you guys got the key levels on Bitcoin to look at. The higher targets, you guys have the support levels where we will be looking for some strong support, where we could potentially look for some scalp long positions. And although I'm not looking at Algo right now, I will say it does look very similar to other things. If I had to guess, 16-hour red dot, 12-hour red dot, daily VWAP starting to cool off. If I had to guess, not looking at it, definitely not looking at it. 4-hour, money flow is starting to top off here. You do have an 8-hour red dot printing. So if I were looking at Algo and it was looking like it wanted to cool off a little bit more, I would be looking for that 30-minute money flow crossover, just like I will be looking at on all other things. Shout out to Jamal. That was not me looking at Algo and quickly. Yeah, I'm definitely not. No, Rob, I'm definitely not looking at it. I swear. But if I was, I would say that it is getting a little pop to the upside right now, and I will be looking at the 30-minute money flow crossover into the red with that 8-hour and the 15-minute money flow. Well, no. 24 and 30-minute money flow crossover into the red is what I'll be looking for, and I'll look for a potential retest of a local golden pocket at about 0.2043 cents, and that is if I were looking at it, which I'm definitely not. Anyway, guys, with all that being said, how many likes for a 24-hour stream? I'll do a 24-hour stream when we hit 100,000 subscribers. I'll probably regret saying that, but I will. But like I'll do a 24-hour stream, but like I'll probably walk away for a little bit, maybe like take a nap. Like maybe even just sleep in my chair. But I'll do something crazy for 100,000 subscribers, because we're getting our name on that building when we hit 100,000 subscribers, and 700 easy. But yeah, guys. With all that being said, I gotta go. I'm getting a bruise on my side here. Mrs. Candles is kicking me. But with all that being said, thank you all for tuning in. Thank God we got some price action today, guys. Tune in tomorrow at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a very, very special episode. I'm just kidding. It's just a regular live stream. But definitely tune in, guys. Hopefully we'll get some more exciting price action. Shout out to Cybersplash for the $5 super chat. Says, thanks for all you do, Frankie. Cybersplash, to that, I say it is my absolute honor to help you guys out and be able to serve and help the Candle Mafia. I truly feel blessed. It's the most fulfilling thing in the world to be able to wake up and be excited to go to work and help people try to make money trading crypto, whether the price is going up or down, and make some of this stuff. That's right. A little bit of cold cash cheddar bagels. We collect the baguettes. We finagle the bagel. And I can't think of another saying. But with all that being said, that's all the time I got for tonight, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Same place, same time, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love each and every single one of you guys. You guys are this YouTube channel. I'm just the face on camera. And with that being said, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Same place, same time, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.
Tyler Ramos.
Now, you might be saying to yourself, Frankie Candles is trying to light money on fire via, oh, God, fire! But did you guys notice? I changed my hat for the 5th time on this stream. How many times did you notice? I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same place, same time, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love each and every single one of you. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.
Tyler Ramos.